State and federal agencies are investing millions in developing career paths for the space industry here in New Mexico. As News 13's Chad Brummett learned for the series New Mexico Frontiers, one particular company is paving that path with the help of the nonprofit New Space Nexus.
In 2022, President Biden signed the CHIPS and Science Act into law, paving the way for more jobs in the industries of the future.
The jobs being offered are high-paying jobs with a lot of, specialty skills. They're very fungible, and we've got a program here that will take you all the way into early career and help you get a job.
Brad Clevenger is the Vice President of Space Systems for Rocket Lab, who was recently awarded nearly $50 million as part of the CHIPS and Science Act. The company builds solar cells here in New Mexico that power rockets for a variety of missions, including the James Webb Space Telescope, the Ingenuity Mars helicopter, and NASA's Artemis moon missions, just to name a few.
But they can't do it alone, and that's where New Space Nexus and their Pathways to the Stars program comes into play.
We're focused on the industry. We unite and ignite space. We're bringing together, trying to break down walls, get, where everyone can work together. And then we ignite by working with all the space companies and really trying to understand their gaps and challenges and where we can put programs in place to fill those and to support them.
Sarita Nair is Cabinet Secretary of Workforce Solutions, and she says that tapping industries themselves is the best way to ensure a perfect match between employer and employee.
What New Space Nexus is bringing to the table is really collecting and energizing and amplifying the voices of industry in the workforce strategy so that we know exactly the right types of programs to build that will lead people into real jobs here in New Mexico.
But it's not just the current workforce, and it's not just astronauts that the industry needs.
Sometimes the educational pathways for these careers can be quite long, but also when you're young, that's when you have that sense of enthusiasm for all things space. But one thing I've learned is that there's actually a full range of careers in aerospace. There are a number of skilled trades jobs, there are technicians, accountants, lawyers, media folks.
Clevenger highlights the fact that Pathways opens up the opportunity to reach those in underserved communities and populations that are underrepresented in the growing space industry.
We've seen more states follow models like this one, begin to look at New Mexico as more of a model. So we're slowly pivoting into a leader role where I think we've traditionally been more in a follower role in economic development efforts like this.
We have 270 space organizations that are part of our New Space Alliance that has just built in the last 4 years. When you look at that old space to new space, a lot of the what they call legacy space was happening in California, a little bit of Colorado, out in Virginia. The new space is really here.
And it's here that folks like Nair and Clevenger hope to build on the ever-growing Space Valley.
We have brilliant students at all levels of education. We have a beautiful state that people want to live in, and so we can actually collaborate instead of competing.
New Space Nexus and Pathway to the Stars is our workforce development partner for CHIPS. So they'll be an integral part of our program to develop the workforce that we'll need as we use that federal and state investment to grow our capability in New Mexico.
Chad Brummett, KRQE News 13.
And according to New Space Nexus, their industry and educational partners will provide learning and curriculum as well as connecting graduating students to jobs and careers.